Hello everyone, welcome back. to my channel. We're almost done with this Animal Crossing Loop Sessions piece. Very excited to be concluding that tomorrow. I don't think we'll be doing a twofer tonight. Gotta pace myself, you know what I mean? But yeah, we've got our little buddies here. I don't know if you can see that. Yep, perfect. We're all set and good to go. So today we're going to be listening to Loop Sessions 46. Actually, crate provided by Evan Shea, who is also on Twitch. I've just set up some new Twitch commands that I'll probably test out throughout the night or not if I get distracted. But that's not the most important thing. I think the most important thing is that I get the art done and that you guys listen to some music and vibe to this art stream. So as we wait for people to trickle in, I think we'll just go ahead and start the music. So this is Loop Sessions 46, crate by Evan Shea. And let's make sure we're not muted. There we go. All right, let's go.
York up to Phillies and past the stout. Make it quick, morning grip, bow your asses out. In a street brawl, I strike men quicker than lightning. You seen what happened in my last fight, friend? I then. L's a clever threat, a lyricist who never sweat. Comparing yourself to me is like a Benz to a Chevrolet. And clown rappers I'm bound to slay. I'm saying hi to all the cuties from around the way. Yeah, cause I got all of them strong, Jack. My girls are like boomerangs. No matter how far I throw them, they come back. I'm coming straight out the NYC. I'm down with digging in the crates and I'm MVP. If rap was a game, I'll be MVP.
The most valuable poet on the MIC.
Hey yo, if rap was a game, I'll be MVP.
The most valuable poet on the MIC.
There are lots and lots and lots of wonderful love spells out there. I think that when you cast a spell, you need to reach into your own creativity. For me, Wicca is the jazz of religion. So you have to master your instrument. You need to be able to read music. You need to have practiced. That's the point of learning the vocabulary and mastering the practices. But ultimately, it comes down to your creativity. Once you've mastered the instrument, and you understand what it's all about, then you get to make music, you get to make art, and that's creative. So, yes, you know, you can get books, you can get, I've got some great love spells at the end of the love spell.
And here I am. Not the way to get on my good side. Don't know when to quit, do ya?
Hi Mark, why don't you try out that command, see what it does. didn't have time to prepare any other commands. I don't have a, I don't really have any good ideas for any good commands for my own account just yet. I don't have the subculture of chat that Loop Sessions has, unfortunately. Is that MJ in the chat? Ah.
Hey yo. Hey yo. Hey yo.
Welcome to my Twitch stream. Thank you for coming. I don't know who all is watching, but feel free to mingle, introduce yourselves. You know what? Actually, now that you're here, last night we were talking about problematic cartoon characters. Pepe Le Pew was brought up. I would love to know your opinion about Pepe Le Pew, if you'd be so kind. Yeah, like where do you think that came from? Like the whole stereotype of French people smelling bad. Is it like because of the cheese, or that they have different showering habits? I actually don't know where it came from, but um, instead of like the concept of Pepe Le Pew as being a stinky French character, do you think, besides being predatory and creepy, do you think that Pepe Le Pew as a character, like as a personality, do you think that he has the capacity to be racist just by virtue of him being French? Okay, we're not doing this again. He is not biracial. He is literally not biracial. That's like calling someone with vitiligo biracial. Don't start with that. But yes, Mario was making the point that he isn't biracial, so he isn't racist inherently the same way, just because he's inherently black and white, literally making him. Pepe Le Pew does not have vitiligo. If you follow as many art accounts as I do, oftentimes when they make animal characters human, they will give the human vitiligo. mean, really think about it. Like, what would be the equivalent of like an animal with stripes or like hyperpigmentation or like albinism be in a human? It would be albinism, melanism, or vitiligo. It's as simple as that.
Bad boy, smoked out. Suicide.
Put it on the click. Put it on the click. Back to what? As we go inside the mind, again.
Blood pouring down your mouth.
Bitch, caught me with your own bitch.
It's after midnight, back at Midnight Studios. Fuck around, got my wrist right. Brick wipe and take a spray. Yeah, you put the residue on ice, nice. Price on your baby mama had no lice, Christ. Chap tear on the Gucci knit. Out the Cabela shooting 2 Uzis on some movie shit. Who we hit? Work tilapia. You ever had butterflies until we're locked up? My nigga bagged the whole Ramadan. He fucked the mosque up, 30 days worthy praise. Went to sleep late, got an early grave. I only met my plug twice, but I get them shits every time. Make gala, I rock a heavy shine. Mine's gone, collect the Hebrews.
Yeah, highlights in the hair and stuff like that, but that's also a like an effect of having like vitiligo. Like if you've ever met somebody with vitiligo, like the patch will start at the top of their forehead and the whole front of their hair is bleached. So that is what it does look like. Like they're not necessarily trying to replicate a skin color. They're trying to replicate a patching of skin. You see what I mean? So like recently I saw a piece that humanized the skunk from Bambi. And it's just a little white boy with like jet black hair and like a stripe of white in their hair. But like other iterations will have like a character with vitiligo, you know? Okay, opinion time. What are your opinions on the if you've ever seen any fan art of like human versions of Lion King? Okay? If you had it your way, if you had drawing talent or if you have drawing talent and just haven't gotten around to doing it yet, how would you depict the characters of the Lion King? And not just the lions, I mean all of them. welcome to the Twitch gang. Thank you for the follow. Mara, you'd make Timon and Pumbaa, you and Mark. That's hilariously accurate. Well then, if we're going that route, where do you think Mad would fit into the equation? Mario, you know good and well that micro skills is Rafiki. That has been long standing for years, and that's not about to change. Matt is much too cynical to be Rafiki. If anything, he's closer to Zazu, but not nearly as a stick in the mud. You're gonna have to try again. MJ writes, I saw a humanoid version of Scar once, and he was dressed dandyish, like cocktail hour, luscious hair, and I've been, oh, I think I know the one you're talking about. Girl, yes. I agree. Go for it. I don't know what Halloween's gonna look like this year, but I encourage you to go for that. Okay, so you're in GIMP right now, and when you export, it doesn't give you a choice of format. That should not be the case. It might be that the window, like the dialog window, is opening up somewhere else that you can't see. Because usually it does like give you like a little window of like how many you know, stats type of stuff. So look again. Unfortunately, the dialog windows don't really show up in OBS when I'm doing stuff in GIMP, which I'm sure you can help me fix later. But yeah, that shouldn't be a thing that happens. Like when you're naming your file, it should prompt you to like put like a thing at the end, either PNG, JPEG. But a dialog window should be opening up because it won't export without showing you the dialog box first. Okay, so when you're doing export as and it's showing you JPEG by default, the dialog box shows JPEG as default. Is that what you're saying? MJ, what do you mean it's not going to be this year? I believe in you. Just, you're going to learn how to glue a wig. I think if we've learned anything this year is that Gorilla Glue is the way to go. Because that shit won't move. Mark, I think the issue is that you have to know what it is that you want to export it as. Kind of like, I don't know what DAW you use for music, but does FL, like, oh, I guess FL, like, allows you to either export in WAV or export in MP3, but because I think there are a few more file types for images, it's not quite the same because you could export it in JPEG, PNG, GIF, bitmap. You got to get familiar with those. So the only way to change that in order to get a different dialog box before it exports, because it'll open up the dialog box for you to like name your file, but you need to be able to like know what you want to save it as. And then once you choose the suffix, the file type, then it'll open up another dialog box to confirm that all the settings are like to your liking, depending on what kind of file you're exporting it as. Then you'll hit export and then it'll save it as the file. But I don't think there's like a drop down menu of types of files. I mean, if you select, hold on, let me look at the dialog box. Yeah, no, there's no drop thingy. Thanks for tuning in, MJ. Thank you. But yeah, there's no Dropbox to show what kind of files you can save it as, because it just be like that, I guess. I'm sure maybe there's a way to change it. I doubt it, though. I don't see why there would be. I know MS Paint has that. I think they still have that. I'm not sure. But I would recommend that you export anything you do in PNG, just because the quality will be a lot better when you save it and when you put it or post it anywhere, especially online. PNG is the way to go, and you want to make sure that the resolution is 300 pixel per inch. Yeah. You're very welcome, Mark. Please humor us. You say that you didn't really grow up watching Nickelodeon or Cartoon Network. What are some of the cartoons from your childhood? Enlighten us. Enlighten me, at the very least. It could be cartoons. It could be any kid show. Um, Anything from your childhood, really. I'd be curious because I know that um, a lot of us grew up with cartoons, but a lot of us grew up with a lot of live action shows, typically speaking, like the Power Rangers and things like that, or Clarissa Explains It All. Um, yeah, man, talk your shit. What are some of your memories of Ren and Stimpy? Because I have one in particular, and I want to see if you remember the same thing. Shouts to Faniva in the chat. How are you doing? Let's see. You also recently learned that Homeboy created. Oh, really? That does not surprise me. That does not surprise me in the least. You want to know something else? The guy who like basically created like all that, Good Burger, The Amanda Show, iCarly, like that guy was also a pedo and like had a thing for feet. Yeah, our childhoods were kind of messed up, but it is what it is. Feniva, welcome to the chat. We're talking about our childhood shows and how problematic they are. Do you have any favorite problematic childhood cartoons or shows? Let us know. got distracted by Ren and Stimpy. Fat Albert. Have you seen the Fat Albert movie with Kenan Thompson? I really love it. Low-key makes me emotional. I never actually watched an episode of Fat Albert. I think it was well before my time. I watched a lot of video essays about the movie, not necessarily the show. Fat Albert. Beavis and Butthead. I'm pretty sure any child that grew up in the 90s, young or teen, definitely watched Beavis and Butthead. And Les Cités d'Or. I did not grow up with Les Cités d'Or because I grew up in America, but I feel like that was very much like a francophone. What was it, like on Canal Plus or like TV5 or what? Like, tell the fine people about Les Cités d'Or, because I've definitely heard of it.
You know what I can't figure out? I can't figure out what a smart guy like you is still doing that shit for.
Come on, you do this shit, I do the sound.
We definitely played this playlist yesterday. Why don't we play Loop Sessions 40? I don't think we got to play that when we were working on the Loop Sessions 40 cat. Play the beat. Oh, what beat? What did Fash? What's your issue? What's your deal, Magnanimous? What you crying about? It's not like you can't. You want me to go back and play it? I don't even remember which one was playing. Oh my god. Nope. That's not what it was. This is exactly why I could not be a DJ. Got people complaining in my chat about which beats to play, and I have no spine. Was it even the Blue Nose beat? Franchement, Mark, I only do this because you're the one that helped me set this thing up in the first place. Mais là, la prochaine fois, là. What? Are you sure? Yes, it was. Okay. Okay, so they had it in English, but that doesn't mean that it was playing anywhere outside Le Bled.
Cats on. End of the impasse, face smash. Cats online. Control Alt Delete. Cats on.
When the colors of the pie, there are summers in the sky.
Cats online. Cats on. Cats online. Cats on.
Okay, now I'm going back to play loop sessions 40 and you can't whine about it. Alright, loves. This is the mascot from Loop Sessions 46, created by Evan Shea. Should we name this cat after him? We haven't named any of the cats or the dogs after their crate providers, which I don't think we should, now that I think about it and say it out loud. Is Mario still in the chat? Because he's been pretty good at naming the cats, but Mark, if you want to give it a go, I'll give you a fighting chance. I don't know that naming... Oh, there he is! So what are you feeling from this cat? Plays jazz, drives fast, and is an insomniac, so I don't know that any of those things go well together. So what are you feeling? What's the vibe? Is he passing the vibe check? I'm gonna go ahead and check my notifications while you deliberate on that. Tabby Andretti. Named after who exactly? I'm gonna look up the last name Andretti. Very subtle, Schmings. Naming the cat after driver who has the same first name as you. Really? I'm not mad at it. I'm just making an observation is all. But like I said, I hope you've been keeping notes on the names, because I have not. I should, but I feel like I'm doing the heavy lifting here. You can write down the names if you want. But that concludes tonight's stream. I just got sent something called, what was it? Some friend is doing like some beat listening session. I'm gonna link it in the chat. I'm gonna try and find it. What did they say it was called? Beat Sense. I don't know if anyone's heard of it. Apparently it's like a text chat and everyone gets a turn playing music off of YouTube. That sounds kind of cute. So here's that. If anyone wants to go look at that, I might check it out. I think it only started 20 minutes ago. So that being said, thank you all for tuning in. And tomorrow will be the riveting conclusion of part 1 of this Animal Crossing Loop Sessions crossover. And with that, I bid you all adieu.